where does he go? He goes in the piece.
We've got Stroud, Cheltenham and then Gloucester, and ends up with Gloucester with local people over their concerns.
So would it work better if we chopped it and I linked it? Just take a clip, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
That 20 minutes just sitting with Simon and shaping it and redoing it is so important. I mean, the basics are all there, but it's just that twisting it round to get the top line that feels comfortable.
So I think we need the Halloween.
We need to go in
cool
on the
stuff.
If it's fake, yeah. If the cops have given us fake calls for Halloween,
we can
have
say
to go in
that
on
6 months ago when we went there was an issue.
Yeah.
Say that, maybe a short clip.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of the scene set.
But this weekend it's Halloween. This is
And this is what people are saying now. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can.
Is that all right?
Rewrite.
I didn't realise we had it. You always need to stand back and go, what buzz do you want to come out of a speaker? So every show should have certain words. Great journalism, humour, warmth, surprises. And the day before, when you're jacking it together as a team, instead of just going through a list of news prospects, you're thinking, what buzz and feel do we want? What textures do we want? As if it's almost like a play. Suspense, drama, humour, whatever.
I mean, it might be. Cards. There's like some nice little juicy bits of your village people.
Mark Cummings at breakfast.
Hi, good morning. 7 o'clock, Friday, the 29th of October. And with the latest BBC News for Gloucestershire, here's Mary Sanders.
A planning exit, it's 7:05.
Mark Cummings at breakfast.
So on the way, those pots of gold, we look at the future for the urban green spaces. And the Raging Bull starts his retirement with us, with a visit to the studio. I suppose it's multi-layering stories. It's finding good stories that possibly have different dynamics to them. We did the one the other day where there was a national report that a third of all people who die in car crashes haven't got a seatbelt on. I just thought it was a really interesting statistic. So to multi-layer the piece was a reporter out live doing a traffic survey of how many people are wearing seatbelts. Vox Pop, which was very emotive. Really interesting reaction and calls. The vast majority of people justifying why they don't wear a seatbelt, which was quite fascinating. It was a surprise response. Mix it all together, you have this national, local, all these different layers, and to us, that's just the way a story comes to air. That just has a few twists and a few surprises with it.
But so many wonderful memories and great people, and even yesterday, the amount of emails I got sent, it was just fantastic, it really was.
We'll talk about you, the injury, how you are, the future, just after 8 o'clock. But whilst you're with us, let's have a listen to this, see if this brings back any memories.
The England team, Perry at full-back with the quarter line, Rees, Greenwood, Guscott and Healy. Half-backs, Grayson and Bracken. The front row, Leonard, Cockerell, Vickery, the new cat.
Well, lucky I've been in and talked to Mark a few times, but it's just very easy to listen to. The show moves on, you can usually have a laugh somewhere along the line, and just everything that you would want, you know, in your radio show. So I have fights. I have fights between Chris Evans in the morning and Mark. So if I need to know what's going on, definitely on there.
It's 8:05.
Mark Cummings at breakfast.
So on the way, the Raging Bull starts his retirement with a visit to our studio. And we'll have a chat in just a moment.
Out to Forrester, Vickery on the left wing, and Vickery.
And what's interesting is you get to this stage and you stop at 9, you think, okay, so at about 5:30, 5:15 this morning, you're trying to work out which bits of the story, the sexiest bits, which will connect. You kind of look at the screen, you think, okay, so having a rugby legend in who's just retired, was that the one thing to get punters to respond to this morning? Keep it really simple. And it is interesting that, you know, the amount of calls for Phil Vickery, what he means in this county to people, because he's a bit of a legend. The key to it, and it doesn't happen every day, is to try and get that right mixture of ingredients all slapped together, and then it comes out of a radio speaker, and hopefully it's all worked together. But you do need every member of the team to get that concept of what you're trying to do with your end product. So you're aiming for this ultimate blend, and I don't think you ever quite make it, but I think every day you should try and make it.